Spain in the 20th and 21st centuries. The beginning of the 20th century. Alfonso VIII was the last king of the Restoration era. He had serious social and political conflicts in Spain. Then there was Miguel Primo de Rivera. He led a coup in 1923. He established a military dictatorship and abolished the constitution. He banned political parties and labor unions. He limited freedom from the people. King Alfonso VIII supported the dictatorship, but was not part of it. Miguel Primo de Rivera held general elections in 1931. Republic parties won, and Alfonso VIII went into exile, which means he left the country and could not come back. The Second Spanish Republic was in 1931. Alcalá Zamora was appointed president. He had reforms for land, education, and labor, such that he changed land, education, and labor laws and ideas. Then the Spanish Civil War from 1936 to 1939. In 1936, General Francisco Franco led a coup. He had the Republic area, which was supporting the Republic, and the Nationalist area, which supported Franco. And they were at war. Franco won, and the dictator of Francisco Franco began from 1939 to 1975. We call this era the Franco era or Francoism. During his time as dictator, the Constitution was abolished. All power was concentrated in one person, Franco. Political parties and labor unions were banned. The statutes of autonomy were revoked. Spanish was named the official language. And censorship was put into place, which means you could not find or post things that you wanted without prior approval. During the Franco era, the first few years, the people who supported the Republic faced repression, which means they were arrested, killed, or went into exile. Many countries broke off diplomatic and commercial relations with Spain. This led to economic crisis within Spain. The changes in Franco's dictatorship were, in 1955, Spain became a member of the United Nations. In 1960, the economy started to improve. Industrial production, agricultural production, and tourism were boosting. The end of Franco's dictatorship. 1970 to 1975, oppression to Franco grew, which means people did not want him. Opposition to Franco grew, which means people did not want him. The 20th of November, 1975, Franco died and the dictatorship ended. There was then a transition to their democracy. Juan Carlos I was king of Spain. In 1976, Juan Carlos appointed Adolfo Suarez as president. There were reforms or changes to the government. such as political parties and labor unions, were legalized. Political prisoners were released. People in exile returned to Spain. And democratic elections were first held in 1977, where the Central Democratic Union won, which was Adolfo Suarez. The Constitution of 1978. Spain became a democratic country. There was equality under the law, freedom of expression, right to vote for all citizens over the age of 18 years, and recognizes autonomous communities. Consolidation of democracy. New elections in 1979 were held and Adolfo Suarez won again. But there was serious economic crisis and ETA terrorism happening in the north, which resulted in Adolfo Suarez resigning. The democratic governments or presidents in Spain. Here we see the list of the different presidents leading all the way up to present day with Pedro Sanchez as our current president. Timeline. In your notebook, write a timeline with a partner of all the important dates mentioned in this presentation.